Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well on this fine Sunday afternoon. Today I usually have a book club meeting. Usually it's a live book club meeting on my Patreon. We just finished reading one book, and usually when we're done reading a book, I usually take a break. So I usually have like a free Sunday to myself. But you know what? I decided that I'm going to come on here and put this out here because this video that I'm about to show you all has been driving me crazy, literally, because I cannot. All right, so go ahead, watch the video. I'm going to insert it right here, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. Okay, so brace yourself.
On this day 2 years ago, I was making a coffee at 4 in the morning, and I remembered the worst day I had ever been on in my entire life. So I went downstairs, got my phone out, recorded it, posted it to TikTok, and it changed my life forever. So here it is. What's the worst first date I've ever been on? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to tell you right now. Before I met my smoke show of a husband, I was on dating apps. As you do. This man messages me out of the blue and he goes, "I like your face. Let's go get some food." I love food. Are you my soulmate? He says, "Meet me at my house. I will drive us to the restaurant together." Why did we not just meet there? I have no idea. I drive 45 minutes to his house. He's standing outside of it. He walks up to my car and he goes, "I've lost my keys. Can you drive us there?" Should I have just left him right there and gone home? Yes. Did I? Absolutely not. He gets in, starts giving me turn-by-turn directions. He could have been leading me to an abandoned warehouse and I still would have been like, left at this stop sign? Okay. We end up at a Taco Bell, which is fine. I'm like, dine in or drive through? And he's like, drive through. And I'm like, great, he has a plan. We get to the speaker and he just leans over and goes, "I would like 100 hard shell tacos. Thank you." We get to the window. He does one of these numbers. And I'm like, "Did you forget your wallet?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you need me to pay?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah." I buy the 100 tacos and I'm like, "Where to next?" And he goes, "Back to my house." And I was like, okay, this is happening. I'm committed to this now. It's happening. We get to his house, we walk in, his dad is on the couch. I'm like, he lives with his dad. It's fine. The hoops I am teleporting through to convince myself that this decision that I have made is okay is just wild. Walk past his dad into the kitchen. He just starts emptying the boxes of tacos, just releasing them onto the table, puts 2 chairs at the table, sits down, and he just screams at the top of his lungs, "Let's feast." I am just calmly unwrapping my taco and taking a bite of it. We are eating hard shell tacos in complete silence. You can hear both of us chewing. It's absolute chaos. The dad walks up, grabs a taco. There's 100 of them. We have so many to spare. He's eating over us, just like standing, doesn't sit, stands right next to the table, crunches, mouthful. He just looks at me and he goes, "Do you want to see my studio?" And I was like, I have never wanted to see anything less in my entire life. It was that moment that I decided this date was completely over, or else I was going to be killed, 100%. I am now just like collecting the tacos because I paid for them. I walk out with boxes of tacos in my purse. I look back and I was like, thank you for this experience. You will never hear from me again.
So you've seen the video. Let's jump into it. Modern women are literally the dumbest people on the planet. You know what? Maybe I'll cut that out. Okay, let me try to be nicer. Modern women lack common sense and they do not have a sense of self-preservation whatsoever. Because I see, listen, TikTok is the gift that keeps on giving, and I see this type of situations on TikTok all the time. You know, this is not new on social media, but I feel like with the invent of TikTok, like now I'm seeing how crazy the world is. Modern women lack common sense. They do not have common sense. They lack self-preservation. There is definitely something wrong with the modern female species. There's absolutely something wrong. I do not know who raised these women. I don't know. I have a list of mistakes that she made. All right. So if you're new to my channel and you're a beginner, please listen up, because clearly your mothers and fathers are failing y'all. well, not you, maybe hopefully not you, but a lot of women, their parents are failing them. Society is failing them. And that's where people like me comes in. So mistake number one, you were online dating. You all know how I feel about online dating. Get off these dating apps now. And you're going to be like, but how am I going to meet men? Meet them in real life, okay? But how can I meet men in real life? You get out there, you do some activities, you make some friends, you make connections, you find hobbies that are going to put you in with groups. That's how you meet men. If you work in corporate, you have a job, you can meet a man there as well. But you need to get off the internet, and I'll tell you why, because I'm gonna share the mistakes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, this is the reason why you should stop online dating. Online dating gives you the illusion that you have many options. Keyword being illusion. It's an illusion. It is not real. The options that you think you have on online dating are not real. And I'll tell you why. You spend a lot of time on those dating apps. Some of you all are on multiple dating apps. Some of you all give these apps your money. Okay. Every month you pay a subscription, and you're still single, and you're still going out on these horrible dates. You're still getting traumatized and your time wasted. Also, the type of men that have access to you on the internet would not have had access to you if it wasn't for online dating. Low value men that would not have had access to a high value woman like yourself, a high quality woman like yourself, would not have had access to you in the first place. So getting online, it breaks down that barrier. So they feel that they have this access. They have the access now. And it's really bad. You are interacting with the lowest quality of men. That's the reason why her number one mistake is dating online. Mistake number two, driving 45 minutes to a man. Ladies, please do not do that. Why would you put in all that effort? From the minute you are putting on effort in the beginning, it sets the tone of what that relationship is going to be like, if there ever is a relationship, okay? And if you're the one that is putting in the effort, it means that you are in your masculine. It should be the man that is doing that, not you. Because in my country, in my day when I was dating, if you were the one doing this, people would laugh at you. They would think you're crazy. I do not know why Western women are doing this, but ladies, you need to stop putting that much effort. If you want to stop attracting low-value feminine men, you need to stop putting in effort like that. Do not drive 45 minutes to meet a man. That's mistake number two. Mistake number three, picking up this man at his home and driving him around in your car. Okay, that's two mistakes in one. Because number one, you do not go to their homes on the first date. Like, you do not go to a man's place of residence on the first date. You do not pick him up on a first date and drive him around in your car, nor do you get in his car on the first date. If you're going on a date with a man, especially if it's a man that you meet on the internet, that's a stranger. You do not know that person. You do not get in their car. This story is so crazy. Mistake number four, basically paying for the date, because obviously you drove 45 minutes so that you paid for the gas and then you have to buy 100 tacos. Like, girl, are you okay? Ladies, are we okay? Are we okay, ladies? Like, seriously, are we okay? Because I'm concerned. So yes, and I'll tell you why that's a mistake. Driving 45 minutes to meet a man, it puts you in your masculine. And if you ever get in a relationship with someone like that, you are going to be the one that is putting in the effort. You will basically be the man in the relationship. You're not going to get that man to make any effort whatsoever. It's not going to happen. Okay. And usually men like that, it's reflected in their life. The way they live their life, you can tell. If they're not going to make an effort for themselves, they're not going to make an effort for you. And number two, driving a man around in your car, you might as well just go sleep with him. On the first date, you do not know this man, you might as well go sleep with him. You might as well kidnap yourself, because you're putting yourself in danger when you do something like that. You do not know this person. This is a stranger. Okay, guys, so this is future me. So I totally forgot to talk about mistake number 4. So this is me coming in talking about mistake number 4 while I'm editing this video, and thank God I decided to edit. But yes, mistake number 4 she made was paying for the 100 tacos. Ladies, do not pay on dates, especially first dates. Like, don't do it. Like, you know what? Don't pay on any dates, period. Because if a man is willing to stick around and date you after the third date, and you haven't taken out your wallet, that's a keeper. Okay, that's a provider right there. If he's going out with you for multiple dates and you do not pay at all, that's a provider right there. A lot of y'all do not know how to attract a provider man, but this is how you do it. You do not take your wallet out and you do not pay on these dates. That's her mistake number 4. A lot of you ladies are setting yourself up to be used, exploited. So please, if I were her, I would have forgotten my wallet too. Oh well. So anyways, back to the video. Anyways, mistake number 5, going to his place, going back to his house, going inside of his home. This is someone that you just met off the internet that you drove 45 minutes for, and you're inside his house with 100 tacos. I'm surprised that serial killings are not on the rise. Maybe they are, but I don't know. I'm not American, but I've watched enough American TV to know that this shit right here is crazy. This is insane. I'm glad that you came out alive. I'm so glad she came out alive and, she can look back and tell the story. But, I'm not just talking about her. I'm talking about a lot of women. A lot of women are doing some crazy things in the name of dating. That is crazy. And I'm so surprised that she lived to tell the tale. But here because we wouldn't have this video. Anyways, now let's talk about the first reason why I would not have gone out on a date with this guy. Let's say I was in this situation, okay? Let's pretend that I'm on the internet dating, because I've done online dating in the past and I've never had experiences like this. Even though I wouldn't even recommend online dating, I've never had a crazy experience like this because y'all, I'm scared for y'all. I am concerned, okay? So the first reason why I would not go out on a date with someone like that is you do not know where he's taking you. If you do not know where he's taking you, he's not telling you, okay, a guy asks you out to eat. My first question is where? I want to find out if there's a reservation. What name is the reservation under? I'm literally going to call that restaurant to find out if there's a reservation under that name, okay? So the fact that you showed up on the date and you were surprised that you were taking the Taco Bell and you were surprised that you had to buy 100 tacos, it says a lot more about you than him. It says that you have very low standards. The first date shouldn't be a surprise. It should not be a surprise. Because if a man is trying to surprise you on a first date, even if it's something cute, I would consider that love bombing. Because if you're meeting someone for the first time, especially someone that you meet online, you need to meet that person at the date, at the venue, not at his place and pick him up and drive him around. You need to meet him at the venue. You need to call up the venue. You have to make sure it exists even before you go out there. You should not be surprised, because I'm going to ask questions because I want to know where are we going. So I'll have an idea how to dress, and I'll have an idea of the safety of the location or the restaurant or whatever that he chose, okay? If this is me, if I was online dating, okay? So the fact that you did not know where he was taking you out to eat, to me, that's crazy. Because you're supposed to have gotten the name of the venue, the name of the restaurant, or whatever the type of activity, the name of the venue and the activity in which the date is taking place, and you meet there. He does not come to pick you up, and you do not go pick him up. And never under any circumstances get in a man's car on the first date. So that's basically what I wanted to share here before I move on to the next point that I want to get into. If you're gonna be online dating, if you must online date, which I do not recommend, because the ladies that actually follow me, that have been following me for a while, the ladies that have been on my Patreon for like literally the past 3 years, they know better. They are not going to be online dating, because they have the tools and they know exactly how to meet men in person, because I have taught them. Moving on. What you need to understand, ladies, is that people on the internet are not your friends. Just because you follow someone on the internet, or you're talking to a guy on Tinder and maybe you've been talking to the guy for 3 weeks or 3 months, I don't care how long you're talking to that person, you do not know that person. All you know about that person is the persona that they have online, the image of themselves that they portray online. That's all you know. You may even know about their hobbies. You may even know what they look like. You may have done like, what do you call it? What do they call it? FaceTime or whatever. But you do not know that person. You have to remember that these people are not your friends. Regardless if you're meeting men or women, if you have Bumble BFF and you're meeting women as friends on these apps, if you belong to any of the Facebook communities and you're meeting someone online, you have to remember that that person is not your friend. You do not know that person. So how do you go about meeting someone, like meeting an online friend or meeting a guy? First things first, you need to meet in public, in the daytime, in a busy public place. And it needs to be somewhere near you or somewhere central so that, nobody is, going out too much or anything like that. You need to meet somewhere in the daytime, somewhere that's busy and public. That's number one. Number two, you do not travel or go on a trip with that person. Never, ever go on a trip with someone that you've never met on the internet, whether it's a date or a friend, an internet friend. If you must travel to meet that person, you can travel to their town, or they can travel to your town. You get an Airbnb or you stay at a hotel and you meet up and do activities with that person. Like you have lunch, you have dinner or whatnot, and you start building a relationship with that person. And do not go and stay at their house. Do not go meet them at their place. Do not travel, go on a trip with them. Do not do any of that stuff. People on the internet are not your friends. Like I can't believe I have to be saying this, but it has to be said. People are not very smart nowadays, and it's so sad. But I just feel like the way the internet has evolved, and I feel like, maybe because people don't go outside as much anymore, people don't socialize as much anymore, people don't do group activities and stuff anymore. People are under the illusion that people that they're watching on the internet, people that they're following on the internet, people that they talk to on the internet, they believe that these people are their friends. And in reality, these people are not your friends because you do not know these people. What if you meet them and you don't like them? That's something that you have to consider. Okay? So ladies, please be smart. And remember, there's a reason why we have self-preservation. You need to look out for yourself and look out for your safety and stop putting yourself in dangerous situations. Because, she left with the 90-something tacos, but that situation could have turned out so bad, so terribly. And it just makes me, it's infuriating when you really think about it, because I'm just sick and tired of the way women basically lack common sense and completely disregard their safety. And this is not the first type of story that I've seen. There is more, and there's going to be more. And whenever I see one of these stories and I feel like covering it, I will cover it, because I want the message to get out there. I want people to see this. Regardless if you follow me or not, if you're just stumbling across this video, I want you to listen to what I have to say on here. You need to protect yourself. You need to prioritize your safety as a woman. You need to stop being so trusting. Just because you talk to someone on Tinder or whatever, that does not mean that you can trust them and you can go to their place on the first date. Like, you all are crazy, crazy. And just know that if a man is inviting you to his home on a first date, that man does not care about you. That man does not care about you. He does not respect you. That man was not raised well. And that's not the type of man that you want to align yourself with. So that's all for this video. I really hope this was helpful. I do encourage you, ladies, if you are serious about your level up, come and join my Facebook group, sign up to my Patreon and my book club, and get your life together today. You will not regret it. And with that, I am out. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.